bleep that out. No. I forgot to say this, but I'm saying it now. Cue the new intro.
Man down, baby wanna take my life. She don't wanna be no side.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And as you can see, I have got brand new hair. And some of it's pink, which is really good since pink is my favourite colour. It's very good. So for this YouTube video, as you can tell, it's a story time about what did happen at Starbucks when I was with my friend. It's actually like, I would never imagine it happening to me out of all people. And if this does happen to you, then you need to just speak out and say, hey, I deserve my money. You can't just take my money away from me and expect me to not say anything back. Like, that's just rude. Give me back the correct change, madam. But seriously, you do need to speak up because it's just so disrespectful. Anyway, so we're gonna start from the beginning. At 11 AM, and Naomi and I met on the bus, and we took the bus together to go to the mall. Yes. Okay, so as we entered the mall, it was just so hot. Like the shopping centre, I was just feeling all this heat. I was like, no, I'm thirsty. So we both decided to go into Starbucks. And she was like, you should try the caramel frappuccino. So that's what we both got. But I got mine with cream and she didn't get hers with cream, which was the only difference. So she paid for hers with a £5 or was it £10 note? One of those, and she got the correct amount of change back with her receipt. When it was my turn to have to order up, the lady who was behind the cashier took her time, and I mean she took about a couple, like 15 seconds to just put that in. And I was like, fine, I'm not gonna judge you, just hurry up please, because there is a line and I just don't want to take a lot of time. So she did finally come up and said, hey, can I get you anything to drink? I said my order and it came up to £4.10. So I gave her my £20 note. Remember this, I gave her a £20 note. It will be up right here, £20 note. So £20 take away £4.90 should be £15.10, right? £15.90, right? It should be £15.90, right? But the lady only gave me £5.90. She only gave me back £5.90. So, and she didn't even give me back my receipt. So I was a little confused, but I just went on and I went to my friend. And we were both standing in line, and I said to her, hey girl, I paid with my £20 note. How do I only have £5.90 back when I should have £15.90? And she was like, what? Where's your receipt? But the cashier didn't even give me my receipt. That's the thing about me. I normally, like, I'm a very shy person. Like, I can be very, very shy. And I thought she was going to give me my receipt. Like, normal people just give the receipts. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to ask if you want the receipt or not, or just give it to them. But she didn't. I think she just threw it away. But anyway, right, so I was like to my friend, what do I do? And she was like, just go and talk to the lady who's doing our drinks. So the lady called out what I was ordering, which was a caramel frappuccino with cream. And I spoke to her. I was like, I'm going to call this lady. Okay, I forgot to mention names. Okay, so there are 4 people. Yeah, four people in this scenario, apart from Naomi. So you have the cashier, who I'm going to be calling trash, because she is trash. Then we're going to be having the lady who was doing my, who gave me back my drink. I'm going to call her Flower. since it's right in front of me. The other lady who I'm going to talk about soon, I'm going to call her Straw. And then the manager, I am going to call him Bob. Okay, so as I was saying, I was currently talking to, what did I call her? Flower. I was currently talking to Flower, and I was like, hey, I paid with a £20 note for my drink. How come I only got £5 back? And the lady was so confused. She was like, what? So she was confused. So she said to me, hey, can you talk to this other lady? So the other lady, who I told you I'm going to be calling Straw, I said to her, hey, I paid with a £20 note. How come, for a £4 drink, how come I only got £5 back? And she was like, can you go and talk to Trash, the cashier, because this is not really what we deal with. We're the people who do the drinks. Can you please talk to her? So I went back to Trash and I said to her, hey, I paid you with a £20 note. Why, for a £4 drink, why have I only got £5 change? And she was like, I gave you back £15. I was like, no you didn't, because I have the cash right in my hand. I had £5.90 in my hand. Where the fuck is the £10? So she's trying to call me a liar in front of everybody. So then, what's the other girl's name? So then Straw was like, hey, I'm going to look at the footage to see what's happening. So she went and looked at the CCTV footage. While she was doing that, I feel so glad. This man came up to the people who worked there and was like, if this girl does not get her money back, then I'm going to be so annoyed. And I was like, thank goodness, because it was actually so embarrassing. I felt just so embarrassed, and I felt like I had been robbed. I just felt like I was being betrayed. I was like, how does she think she's smart enough to not pay me the money that I gave her? It doesn't really make sense. So Straw couldn't really see what was happening, so she got their manager, who is Bob. I'm gonna call him Bob. And Bob went and looked at the footage, and he came back to me and said, hey, I couldn't really see what happened, but can you just like tell me what you ordered? And I told him what I ordered and how much money I gave and how much money I was given back by a lady. So he said to me, yeah, it does look like she only gave you £5. And I was like, thank goodness, because she only did. It's just so disappointing that some people these days think it's acceptable to try and rob young people for money. Like, especially like, because they think you're young, or they think you're already older, that you're not going to be paying attention. That's a thing that I do not take. I don't mess with my money. Yeah, I like spending stuff, but I do not mess with not getting the correct change. If I give you £20 for a drink and you give me the not correct change, I'm gonna tell you, because that's just rude of you. That's so rude and so out of order, and you should never ever do that. It's just so rude. Anyway, what else am I gonna say? I think that's the end of the story. But yeah, one thing I am gonna say is that I knew she was lying, and the reason why I knew she was lying was because she was smiling while this whole thing happened. And if you were smiling while your manager was asking you questions about money, why would you be smiling about it? Because it was a serious matter. Like, I could have been like to my mum, this I'm gonna have to bleep that out. No, I could have been like to my mum, this fucking bitch of a trash was trying to come for me and say that I lied about money, when you know I don't lie about money because money is mine. And I could have just went on the phone to my mum and started cussing her out, but I didn't. Okay, my mum was pissed though when I told her. My mum was like, she didn't like it. She didn't like it, and I was like. And the funny thing is, my mum actually works really close to where the Starbucks is. She works a 2-minute walk. So if that Starbucks cashier wants to come and try me and scam me out my money again, I'll call my mum and she'll be over in 2 minutes, honey. Try that, boo boo. No. Okay. Okay. Well, this video is done. I'm gonna be making another YouTube video soon. I'm gonna be making a try not to laugh video since my friend Jane asked me. Yeah, Jane, I'm talking louder now. Asked me to make one, so I'm gonna be making a try not to laugh video. Actually, you know what? I don't even know. You're gonna have to snap me. Yeah. Snap me. This is my Snapchat right now. Snap me saying if you want me to make a try not to laugh video or a Q&A again. So whatever gets the most answers saying they want me to do that, then I'm gonna make that video in next week or the next 2 weeks. It depends when I can get in my nails done. Anyway, thank you guys for watching my YouTube video. I hope you subscribe because it takes me a lot of effort to do that. And I got a brand new intro. Yes, I did. So please subscribe and please like, and I will see you in my next YouTube video.
Well, you bitches wanna look like me, wanna be in demand, get booked like me, wanna run up in the lab and cook like me, but ain't near you hoes pussy good like me. Pussy so good as X1.